help, man. I got to figure out a way to help. And then Michael Jordan's out fishing. He gave $100 million, or his company. I don't have that. But he's out fishing. I'm trying to figure out how to solve race relations on planet Earth, and Michael Jordan's out fishing?
But he did give some big statements, more statements than he's given probably over the last 15 years after the riots and things. And then he did give the $100 million. So he has been active on that side of it. But again, he probably said, let's go out and go fishing, guys, and get away from some of this stuff, and went out and caught a big fish. But it's not like he hasn't done anything. I mean, that's a pretty big commitment, $100 million over 10 years. More
than the commitment of the money, for real? I mean, seriously, it's not Michael Jordan writing a check, but more than the commitment is him actually saying something. Because when you were a superstar in your playing days and he was a superstar in his playing days, you guys are right there. You guys are peers, probably pretty close to the same age. Michael Jordan never said anything.
No.
Ever.
Well, that's why he said Republicans buy tennis shoes too, So he had a reason why he just didn't want to get involved in things unless he knew something about them, which I totally understand. But I think he feels a little bit more socially conscious now, and he's a lot older guy. He's had a chance to see more things happen, and he's getting more involved, which is great. Better late than never.
You have any relationship with him?
Yeah, we were friends back in the day. I haven't seen him a lot over the last few years. We used to go to a lot of the same events, like golf tournaments and different things like that. I'd see him at the Kentucky Derby, and I've had dinner with him. I've been in his room when the guys have been gambling, and I don't gamble. And I would watch the size of those hands, and I'm like, you got to be kidding me. You guys are gambling that much money, but they could do it. And yeah, it was amazing to watch. And he doesn't like to lose at anything. Anything.
That's cool. Did you just
think of him, though, like when you were hanging around, like, yeah, we're peers, we're colleagues. I'm a Hall of Fame quarterback and he's a Hall of Fame basketball player. Yeah, it's very natural. Or is there even is there a little bit of starstruckedness even for someone like yourself around him? Or maybe I'm getting it all wrong.
Well, of course, I was a little starstruck, even though I was a little bit older than he was. I was still starstruck by his abilities, and when he came into the league, he just took the league by storm. But I got a chance to meet a lot of guys because basketball is my favorite sport. So a lot of my friends were, Charles Barkley was a good friend of mine because, he was with Phoenix, but we became even closer friends when he came to Houston. Clyde Drexler was a great friend of mine. Magic Johnson back when he first came into the league when I was in Los Angeles. So yeah, I've had a lot of friends in the NBA over the years because it's my favorite sport, and I've been in many locker rooms, so I've met a lot of those guys because they all know each other, and we'll go out to dinner and break bread and argue about which athlete's the best, whether it's football players or basketball players, and I still think we win.
Yeah,